Okay, I want to talk about how to water your plants when it's super hot out. I don't know about where you are, but here in Maine, we have had a crazy hot summer. It's just so unusual. Um, I remember back in the day when very few of us had AC in our homes. I didn't have AC in my car. My summer wardrobe was like fleece and jeans. I haven't worn a fleece all summer. It's crazy. Um, and it's been a little challenging keeping up with my plants and making sure that they're watered properly. So I've got 5 tips. Try to do this in 5 minutes. You probably know this stuff anyway, but hopefully it will help you or just reinforce that you're super smart. So the first thing before you water, this is one of my raised Vago beds. Love them. I've got squash in here. Especially with veggies, before I water, I do the finger test, and I just put my finger in a few inches. Yeah, that's actually still got some moisture in there, so this is good for now. You can do the same thing with your flower pots. So determine if you need to water before you water. If you do decide you need to water, best time of day, first thing in the morning. I'll be honest with you, it's not morning right now. I worked all day. But if you can't get to it first thing in the morning, then evening is your second best choice. The reason to do it in the morning, it gives your plants time to absorb the water before it gets super hot out, and any water that's on the foliage will evaporate quickly. If you do it in the evening, there is a chance that water can stay on the foliage and lead to issues such as powdery mildew, especially on vegetation like cucumbers and squash. Powdery mildew is gross. We want to avoid that. Just the word powdery mildew. Where was I? Oh, speaking of which, when you water, don't do this. Like, do. No, it's not good. Get under it. Get in here and water at the base of the plants. That way, more water is going to where it needs to go, the roots, and you're not risking issues with water remaining on the leaves. The other thing that can happen is if water remains on the leaves and it's really hot out and sunny out, it can burn the foliage. We don't want that. So I don't even know how many tips I've said. I have a little cheat sheet and I'm gonna use it. And now it's wet. Water early in the morning, water deep. Mulch. I love mulch. Mulch around, especially your perennial beds. I just mulched around all of my hostas. My hostas have really taken a beating this year, even though they're planted in a shady spot. They've had more sun than usual, but the mulch has helped to protect them. And then when I know it's gonna be super hot, I get in there and water the base of my hostas. So where were we? Water early in the morning, water deep, mulch, skip the leaves, don't water the leaves, and check before you water. One other thing, I want to show you a planter that I actually have had to water twice each day. So let's go look at that. I think there's a bug in my ear. It's also very humid. Okay, so if you have any baskets choked on a little bug, I think, man, like anyhow. If you have hanging baskets that are this material, this straw material, these are likely to dry out much faster than pots in clay or pots even in plastic. So I've actually been watering this in the morning and then again in the evening, and that helps. And again, when you do it, you want to get into the plants. Try not to water on top. That's it. Thanks for hanging out with me in our Maine gardens. I hope that was helpful. If you've got some watering tips that I haven't thought of, please share. We'll get through this heat wave together. Talk to you later. Bye.